Howdy ho, guys and gals. Welcome back to the Den of Tools. It's day 2 for Amazon Prime Days. So let's jump into those deals and see what they got for us. First off, I want to say, if we cover mostly tools and stuff on this channel, but if you want to see some of the other deals we've covered, go on over to our other channel. That's the Bears Den. We'll put a link down below. First video over there is the Prime Days. We got gadgets, 4K TVs, kitchens, laptop accessory stuff, and more. Not whole kitchens, kitchen gadgets and stuff like that. We got other videos and stuff over there. This is kind of a catch-all channel for us. What mic do you need for YouTube? Best bang for the buck gun safes. How much YouTube paid for one of my videos. Tour of West Yellowstone, and just miscellaneous stuff like that. Anyway, if you want to see that kind of stuff, go on over there and check that out. All right, let's jump into today's deals. Now, quick recap from the sponsors. We're going to cover, we're going to jump through these real quick because we pretty much covered them yesterday, but in case you missed yesterday's video, here they are. We got the, this is from Topdon. We got the Jumpster. This is the JS 1200. This is for your basic car, light truck kind of stuff. Medium size, you're going to want to jump up to something like the JS 2000. This is, and I should say the prices on this, shouldn't I? You're looking at $55 with a $5 off coupon on that. That $50 for a jump starter. Why not? I mean, now this one you're looking at the JS 2000. This thing is like your medium, you're starting getting into like a half-ton kind of truck, maybe in that kind of case. Not the bigger diesels and stuff, but, fairly decent-sized gas engines. Should jumpstart, probably 90% of the vehicles on the road. Forget having jumper cables. Forget having to use, connecting your car to somebody else's car. You got the problem solved right there in your vehicle. And they all come with the case and the cables and everything else. They can also be used as a power bank. So multiple uses for these things. They got a little flashlight built in. This is the one I keep in all my trucks, in my 1-ton Ram diesel, in my 99 Suburban, and in my Ford Expedition XL. I won't drive a vehicle that doesn't have a jump starter in it anymore, and Topdon's the one we go with. Now, of course, they're a sponsor of the channel, so you can take it with a grain of salt, but honestly, I really enjoy these products. Now, they got some other stuff too. We got this is a wireless OBD2 scanner, and you can leave it plugged in all the time. It connects to your phone. This one's more advanced than the basic kind of stuff. You said this one actually does bi-directional stuff. To be clear, there is a subscription fee with this because you're getting that higher end kind of tool there. It's only $60, and that's kind of the reason is you're basically just getting the introduction there at that, and then you get the first year free, and then after that it's $50 a year. If that's not to your taste, I understand, but some people like that sort of thing, so that's why we include it. This is your basic battery tester. Just get it on there, get it done, get the information, and move on. Nothing fancy. It just does the job it's supposed to do. It's really well made. We got a video coming out on it here shortly. $70 on that right now. We got 59 and change. We got the Tornado 4000. This is, again, kind of, instead of a battery tester, this is your battery trickle charger, the maintainer. You hook it up, it does what it's supposed to do. Again, this is a simple but robust, just gets it done kind of thing. No bells, no whistles. 12-volt, 4 amps, 6-volt, 4 amp, or 12-volt system there. And for $46, it's a pretty good deal. I've been happy with everything I've seen from Topdon. I don't hesitate to recommend them for anything. This, however, is my geek out favorite thing that they've got. This is definitely a home gamer kind of stuff. I don't see this being used in a professional shop. But what this can do is not only can it trickle charge and test and do all that kind of stuff, it connects to your phone and gives you all the results. It can desulfonate a battery, aka it can fix batteries that have lost, the ability to take a charge. It depends on the battery, depends on how bad it is, but it'll give it its college try. And for $90, that's not a bad deal. Now, there's a 10% off coupon that takes it down to $80. This thing is fantastic at $80. The solar backup charger, this takes any car you got, you add a backup camera to it, backup charger. It's a backup camera. And it bolts into the 2 holes where your license plate holds. It's solar. It's got 18650 lithium cells inside of it. There's a USB plug so you can give it a charge in case you park it in the garage and it loses its charge. Right now we're on lightning deal. It's $120 off, $10 off coupon on top of that. 42% claimed. You got to jump on that. This has been a big one for everyone on the channel here. I added one to my Suburban. Makes a world of difference with that vehicle. Great if you're towing, backup, connect to hitch, that sort of thing. All right, now this is the light duty version. We talked about the other one that's OBD2. Now this one's by Xtool, and it Actually, it's a very basic, simple, everyday kind of ODB2 scanner. I leave one plugged in my truck all the time. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you can't leave them plugged in. You can't leave them plugged in. My truck, actually, I have an option from the factory to get a scanner from them and leave it plugged in. Insurance companies will pay you money or discounts to plug in and leave their scanners plugged in. Modern cars can handle it, shouldn't be an issue. If you're going to park it for months at a time, there will be a slight drain on it. You might want to unplug it. But for everyday, if it's your everyday driver, you're going to be fine leaving it plugged in. $40 on that. That's the deal on that. And I think we've got a coupon code on it. All right, we got a code for this one. It's going to be down below with the links and everything else. It's giving you an additional discount on top of that. I think it's 8 or 10%. I don't remember which one, but there is a discount on it. All right, next up we got another one with another code on that. This is your budget pro level scanner. This is bi-directional. It does all the whiz-bang kind of features, or most of them at least. 36 plus resets, key programming, crankshaft. It does it all. There's too much here to list. $329. The code that I'm going to give you takes it down, I think, to like $290. It's under $300. I know that. Anyway, this is Xtool, fantastic company. They make great products, and a bidirectional is where you really get to actual legitimate kind of diagnostics. You're not just listening to the vehicle anymore, you're having a conversation with it. V-Diag tool. This is a circuit probe tester. Nothing, again, no whiz-bang features here. Just really great ability to test your circuits, make sure you got connectivity, make sure there's no bad grounds, that sort of thing. You're looking at $55.19 on this, 5% coupon on top of that. All right, we got the Nico here. Now Nico makes some fantastic products. Some of them are okay, some of them, man, the sockets are top notch. They make some of the best impact sockets out there for the money. Right here, $125 on this. This is the big Prime Day deal. This thing normally is going for like $170, $180. Anyway, half-inch drive master set, 65 piece, standard and metric here. You get deeps, you get shallows, and they're all 6-point. All of them. You get the ratchet. The ratchet is disposable. Who cares about the ratchet? But you got a couple extensions, you got a swivel, you got a nice case here, and again, no skips. Look at 10 all the way through 24, no skips in metric. This is a great set. If you just want to pull trigger, get one and done, this is your option. This is your choice right here. All right, let's keep going. Nico Master Torx bit. If you're not using Torx bits, oh my gosh, stop using Allen keys and stuff like that. Just get a Torx set like this, or get a bit driver set. It makes life so much easier. You're looking at normally $62. It's on sale right now for $45.67. All right, let's keep moving. This is another one. Get some extensions. Be able to get in there. My kid was working on something the other day, and he was sitting there struggling. And I'm like, why are you using hand tools? Why aren't you using power tools? Oh, the drill's too big to get in there. I'm like, use an extension. Oh, it's like I invented rockets as far as he was concerned. Anyway, 1/4-inch extra long security bit set here. Gets you in there. It's $20. There's all your bits. It's got all the wacky stuff plus some of the normal stuff as well. Anyway, $20 on that. We call it a get out of jail kind of tool, because you get stuck, and this is going to get you out of that bind. All right, now this one I couldn't pick one item here. So this is the first alert system here. We've got smoke detectors, we've got carbon monoxide detectors, we've got fire extinguishers, disposable, refillable, quick little aerosol style ones. Everything. Basically, you need to pick what you're going to use. Now, I don't know if you can see it. I actually keep right over there, I keep a carbon monoxide and fire. I got a combo one over there because, I'm in a shop and I got lots of stuff, and we're running engines and we're doing all sorts of stuff around here. And I need to know that I'm not going to asphyxiate myself. Sorry about that. Almost did pass out there. Anyway, we got to make sure that you stay happy and healthy and don't burn the place down. And you should always have a fire extinguisher. You should have one in the shop. You should have one in the kitchen. You should have one in your vehicle. So, maybe this 4-pack here is the one for you. But choose the one you want. Stay safe, okay? I see too many videos or posts about people like, yeah, my shop burned down because I left blah, blah, blah plugged in. And, I don't want to see that happen to anybody. All right, let's keep going here. We got Pegasus folding work table and sawhorse. Not my favorite, I'll be honest, but I know a lot of people who really do like this. So I'm going to throw this out here. So you're getting the Pegasus Works table here. And now this picture is interesting. I don't know why I had it over the one with the power tool. I'm like, I don't think it comes with a power tool. It doesn't. Anyway, 80 bucks on this. It's normally $150. This is a pretty good deal on this. If you like this style of table, this is one you should jump on here. All right, let's keep going. We got the Works screwdriver. If you haven't seen our buddies over at Torque Test channel, go check out their videos. They just recently did one of the screwdrivers. One of the top ones, not the top, but one of the top ones they chose was the Works. I'm surprised. I thought honestly it would have been the top one there. But anyway, well, no, the DeWalt one is the one we've talked about for years. That's definitely the Mercedes-Benz of cordless screwdrivers. But anyway, I thought Works would be up there, and it was. 28 bucks on this. It's a great screwdriver. Then we got another option coming up here, so you can wait on that one. Dremel. This is classic. The classic Dremel, the Dremel 4000. Coming in corded Dremel here. You got a bunch of the accessories. You got the case with it. It's normally 90 bucks. It's on sale 24% off, down to $68. Getting a good sale on Dremel is a hard thing to do. This is a solid deal on this one. All right, and I gotta say, if you're gonna get a Dremel, get an extension for it. That really changes how you use these things. Makes life so much easier. 30 bucks on that. That's just a 29 actually. Just do it. Just do it. All right, this is one of my favorite tools in the world. I've run a lot of wire. A lot. Oh, so much wire. You have no idea. These things have saved my life. Now we used now I think it's kind of like when people call like all copiers a Xerox and all tissue Kleenex. We called them Fox and Hounds. Actually, I think it's a name from a different brand. But anyway, and that's basically what it does. It's the Fox and Hound. It chases it. So you take the base there with the clips and you either clip it in or you can plug it into a port, and it sends a tone down those wires. And then you can take the sensor, you can go through and you can go, well, which wire is it? And there's it plugged in, and there's the wires. And you can go through and you find the wires. It will get you right in there. I've used these things countless hours as a professional. And I gotta tell you, they will save your day for $57.74, even around the house. Now you're not going to use these on mains, all right, full power. You're not going to run it on 110s. This is for light electrical kind of stuff. This is like phone lines, Cat 5, Cat 6, stereo lines, that kind of stuff. You're not 110, 220. It's a big no. All right, let's keep going. Here's the other screwdriver. This one was the big surprise. I'm not going to ruin it. You got to go over and watch Torque Test channel. But the Denali here, and it's on sale right now for $17.60. It looks very similar as far as shape, specs, and everything to the Works. But apparently this one did much better. Anyway, go check it out. And it's, again, for under 18 bucks, it's a nice little screwdriver. Let's keep going. This is a huge deal. Huge. It's so huge. Ask anybody, and they're going to tell you it's a huge deal. Yeah, I don't do a good Trump. Anyway, Makita XL067. What is that? That is the 18 volt, 2x18 volt. It's actually 36, but call it 40. That's what everyone else calls them, 40 volt systems. Brushless, cordless, 10-inch dual bevel sliding compound miter saw. Tool only, no batteries. Got to bring your own bats, but that's a huge sale on this thing. $565. This thing is usually way more expensive than that. That is a great pickup on that saw. We got the Bosch dual bevel glide saw. This is the 12-inch. This, as far as I'm concerned, is the Cadillac of sliding miter saws. It just is. At $650, though, not much of a deal. But you add that coupon. Now, I don't know where they came up with this coupon number. The coupon is for $97.35. But you know what? I'm going to take it. That's almost $100. That takes it down to one of the best prices. Not the best price. I think once, for a week, it got down to $525. But other than that, it's been up in this over $600. So basically, getting $100 off of that is if you've been waiting for the Glide, you might roll the bones and hope that by Black Friday it comes down to cheaper than that. But that's on you. All right, I got a couple Craftsman torque wrenches here, 1/2 inch. We got the 1/2 inch drive here. This is a decent torque wrench. It's not the most amazing torque wrench. It's just a good solid torque wrench here. Ratcheting torque wrench, I should mention. Coming in at $65 on that one for the 1/2 inch. And then we got the 3/8 drive, again, a ratcheting torque wrench here for $65 also. All right, let's keep going here. We got Klein. Klein is well known for working with electricians and stuff. This is not one of the high-end professional ones. This is kind of their prosumer grade line of tools, but it's a good everyday workhorse kind of tool. It does all the basic stuff you need from a multimeter. It's well made, comes with batteries. $37.52 for like a big name brand. Even though it's one of their budget versions, that's still a great deal on that. Normally $63, 40% off. I'll take that deal every day. All right, Arco Mills, Arco Mills, this, I don't know about the company, but I've had plenty of these things. These are they're little tiny plastic caps. They're not big. They're great for small parts, small components. I've used them for small screws, for jumpers, for connectors, all sorts of stuff. Just a great way to get all your parts together, one spot in your shop, easy to access. You can put little labels on them. Get organized in your shop. And if you need something with a little bit bigger compartments, we got this one. Same thing, just slightly bigger, not slightly, significantly bigger drawers in it. $32.65 again on this one. And look, you got multiple colors you can choose from. All right, we talked about Welders before, and we talked about, we showed yesterday, we showed the Arc Captain and the Yes Welder. That was their MIG TIG option. This one says it's MIG, lift, TIG, and stick. I don't know how much lift TIG you're going to do with this. And the MIG, as I understand it, is what do you call it? It's a gasless. So that essentially it's flux core. This is a flux core welder. That's what this is. But it can also be used for stick welding, which is great if you got something dirtier to deal with or some, just some bad metal. Stick welding is where it's at for that sort of thing. But look at this. Even if all it did was flux core, it's an inverter flux core for $110. This is a solid machine. If you just want to get the basics and flux core is like the easiest thing. Just make sure you do it outside in a well-ventilated area because there's a lot of off-gassing from it, all right? But anyway, for $110, that's definitely the choice I would go with. All right, Rockwell Jaw Horse. Now, I had the Jaw Horse back in the day. I currently have the Franklin one from Harbor Freight. I've actually had a few of these things. I've tested them all. They're all about the same, honestly. All right, sorry. I had to put in a cough drop. I'm still recovering from COVID. This thing just will not go home. And we've all known people like that, right? Anyway, I'm not a fan of the Rockwell because of the stirrup style legs. I found them to be a tripping hazard. I also got big feet and I trip over lots of stuff. So maybe that's just on me. But this is they're like the original guys doing this. It's a fantastic tool. There's nothing wrong with the tool. It works. It does what it's supposed to do. And once you've had a locking station like this, you will never go back to not having one. $170 is a decent deal on this. Is it a right home to the family and kids about it? No. But it's a solid deal on it. All right. Let's keep going. Good when it comes to gear wrench. Goodyear. We got the retractable hose reel. Now, we had a big discussion about this because I had some pros who said this thing is junk. Apparently in the RV industry, a lot of RV owners buy this for their shops for pros, and they hate them because they use these things every single day, and they're not meant for a professional environment. These are homeowner grade tools, all right? And I had a lot of people reach out to me like, hey, I've had it for years. This thing works fantastic. For somebody who's using it every so often, this is a great deal. All right, lightning deal here, 48% claimed, still plenty to go. You should be able to jump on that. All right, Recon, we did a video on this. This clamps onto the fence on your miter saw and automatically measures as you run stuff through. You put the blade down. Here's what I do. Clamp it on the miter saw, put the blade down, push a piece of wood in, hit 0. Let the blade up, run it through, and it tells you exactly how long you've run through and tells you exactly how much, wood you're going to cut. You don't need stop blocks. You can do multiple measurements, multiple cuts. It's a great tool. $120 is a fantastic deal on that. All right, yesterday we talked routers. Today we're talking Cowood. This is your one and done basic router bit set. Is it the best router bits out there? No, but let's be honest. If you're buying high-end router bits, you're going to be paying almost this much for one bit. The guys who do router stuff and who really buy the good quality stuff, they know. Ask them. That said, there really is no mid-range kind of stuff when it comes to router bits. They're either cheap basic ones or really good ones. So what I say is you get a set like this when you first start and it fills out everything. And then when you start using 2 or 3 or 4 of these and you're like, hey, I use these all the time. Then you go and you rebuy those in a high quality tool. All right. And then you still have the other ones for emergencies. Okay. We're like, oh, I'm going to do this one weird stuff that I almost never do. Well, you don't want to pay 50, 60, 70, 80 bucks for some bit when you rarely ever use it. This will do you just fine. All right, for those of you who didn't want to go with the Dremel, here's your budget version for a rotary tool. Goaxwe. This is a well-known tool. It's been around Amazon for a few years. 21,000 reviews. It's a solid tool. You get the extension with it. You get a bunch of bits. You get a case for just over $36. If you don't want to go all the way with the Dremel, I get it. This is your other option. All right, next up, Vibe Light. The names, right? Extendable magnetic flashlight with telescoping magnet. It's a pickup tool disguised as a flashlight, or a flashlight disguised as a pickup tool. It does both. So, which is great, because when you get behind those toolboxes, you're trying to get that thing that rolled off the back. Well, guess what? Now you can actually see what you're doing. Again, it's a lightning deal, 72% claimed. You got to move quick on this one. It's $13.59, and there's an additional 10% off on that, so you can save some extra money with this. All right, Pony. Now, if you didn't like the last table, this is kind of the same style by Pony. They're a well-known company. They've been around for years. This is their basically kind of the same table. Not exactly, but pretty much the same. It's got a lot of accessories that comes with it. $140 on that one. We got the rotary tool kit here. This is going to get you all your accessories, whether you're going with the Dremel or you're going with the Goaxwe or whatever it is, or any other one, or if you already have one, this is a great kit to get. Look at 544 pieces. This is going to last you a while. It comes in a great little case. It's $28, and there's an additional 8% off on it. All right, and then we get the FedMax workbench. Now, this is not a high-end workbench. This is just a nice little work table. Give you a little extra flat surface to do stuff with. You're not going to be pounding on this thing. It's not super heavy duty, but it's great for doing basic stuff. It's adjustable height. It comes in $120. It's just a nice, cheap, usable table. All right, all right, there's one of these left. And I'm going to be honest, this was a tool. Somebody sent this to me. I think it was, I can't remember the name. I'm sorry. Anyway, I didn't know that you could buy a coin with a handle, because that's what this is. This is a quarter with a handle on it. That's what it's made for. And when I first saw it, I'm like, well, that's effing stupid. Excuse me. I'm tired. Can you tell? I'm like, who needs something like this? Nobody needs this. And then I'm like, you know what? At $25, man, at $13.30, do you know how many times I've been in a situation in the shop where it's like, oh, now I need a coin. I don't keep coins on me. My wife steals all my coins. She's a coin, what do you call it? Not collector. She's a stealer. Anyway, so all my coins disappear. I never see any coins, and I had to hunt all through my truck just to find a nickel the other day. And if I had a tool sitting like this, she's not going to run off with it, and I'd have the right tool that I need, and I could probably find other uses for it. So anyway, maybe I'm the idiot for not already having one of these. Do you have one of these? Did you know this tool existed? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear what most of you think about it. I mean, at $13, why not? All right, let's get into some bonus kind of stuff here. Soundcore by Anchor. This is true wireless earbuds. Of course, I use the Soundcore headphones, and I absolutely love them. My daughter has one of the, not this version, but a similar version of these. They work great for $20. Just basic, water resistant. It's got Bluetooth. You can take calls on it. Does all the fun stuff there. For $20, that's a no-brainer. Canon printer. Gotta love this printer. I am a huge fan of laser printers. My wife loves inkjet. I hate inkjet printers. Laser printers are like the Volvo station wagon of printers. They just work. And Canon makes a great one here. Nice, basic, does everything you need. 22 pages per minute. $170 on it. It's a solid connectable, wireless connectable printer. That's kind of my standard right there. Is a nice little cube printer just like this. All right, we talked about the other workbench. How about an adjustable height desk? Okay, so this one, and it's electric, kind of like my desk here. You press the little button, it goes up, it goes down, whatever you want. I honestly use it a lot more than I thought I would. $184, $183.99, call it what it is, $184. But a $21 off coupon takes it back down. They're not the most robust things at this kind of price point, but they are good enough for a basic desk. You can even it makes it good like an outfeed table for your shop. You can get wheels usually to put on these things so you can roll it around in your shop. A lot of really interesting uses. You can do some of a glue up table, stuff like that. And the adjustable height really allows you to move it where you want. You got to check what the weight capacity is, all right? Just make sure you're using it for what it's designed for. Segway 9-bot scooter. We've reviewed a lot of e-bikes and some scooters on the channel, and all but one of the scooters has died. They just can't keep up. Segway makes a solid scooter. They really do. I have people often ask me, like, what scooter would you buy for my kids? If I had to buy a scooter, this is probably the scooter I would buy. That and the Anyhill. Anyhill makes a really solid one too. Just Christmas is around the corner. I just wanted to throw this in here though for anybody thinking about some kind of cool Christmas presents. And then of course for the family and for the kids, Carcassonne. If you're not into geek board games or nerd board games, I got introduced to them about 25 years ago or something. This is a great way to get into it. Carcassonne is a fun game. It's a simple game. It's a land acquisition kind of game, and you have your little guys you put around, and then you take control of that, and you get anyway. It sounds weird, but it's really easy to pick up. It's a fun game to play. It's a gateway drug into other kind of nerd games. After this, next thing you know, you'll be playing. Ticket to Ride and what's the other one where the Monopoly-esque game? I can't remember it. Anyway, there's a lot of great games out there. Once you go and get into the whole like cool nerd geek kind of board games, it's hard to get out of because they're fun games. They really are. All right, and my kids absolutely love playing Carcassonne. They're adamant about it. All right, Settlers of Catan. That was the other one I was trying to think of. All right, Apple iPad 9th Gen. I just bought one of these for my son. I didn't get this good a price. I think I paid $280 on it. This is the best price that we see this at usually. I don't see it going any lower for Black Friday. $250 I think is a pretty darn good purchase on it. This is the 9th Gen with the A13 chip. It's not a super high end one, but it gets it done. It's well built and it just works. That's what I love about the Apple products. And yes, I know I have my iPhone. I have issues with them. They're not perfect, but years and years. I was with Android products since the launch. I've worked professionally with Android products. And I use Apple products or Apple. I use PCs, but for my phone and my tablets, they're all iOS. All right. And then this one, I got to talk about this, Levoit. It's an air purifier. It's like a jet engine that's quiet. This is what we have, this exact one. It's in our living room and it just works. It moves an astounding amount of air. You don't know that it's running. It's easy to change the filter and everything. For somebody, we got our oldest son has pet allergies. We've got a Labrador who sheds about an extra Labrador every 2 or 3 days. And when he was having problems, and we got this thing, and the problems went away. I can't say anything more about it than that. All right, and again, don't forget to check out the Bear's Den if you want over there. I think that's all I got for you today. I'm fading fast. I'm going to go back to bed. I don't know about you. But anyway, let me know what you think. What you think of Prime Days this year? I got to tell you, make sure you first of all, hit the like button. It helps out with the channel. Leave a comment. That helps too with the algorithm. But subscribe and ring the bell because we're going to be covering everything all the way up until Black Friday and through New Year's. I have a feeling that the way the economy is, companies are going to be desperate for sales. Just desperate, and we're going to see some of the best sales we've seen in years. Anyway, that's what I think. Let me know what you think. Until next time, that's all I got for you. You all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.